So the president has directed the budget to be cut back to about $700 billion. It's a 2% cut from what we saw in fiscal 19 of $716 billion, but it's still well above the levels we saw in 2015 and 2016 of around $550 billion. So it's a cutback, but still very modest.
If the Democrats take the House and you have Democrats who are heading up the Ways and Means Committee, who are heading up all sorts of budget committees, what happens to defense spending? So
I think the most comparable example is the 2006 midterms, where we looked at it and you had a Republican president in the administration. You had Republicans lose seats, lose control of the House. Democrats won. The following year in 2007, the S&P was up 3 to 4%. A&D outperformed by 17% versus the market. In 2010 and 2014 midterms, you had a Democratic president and you had the Republicans have control of the House, and actually A&D performed in both periods. So I don't know if that's a trend line for you.
What happens if Republicans somehow manage to keep control of the House?
I think that'll be perceived positively, just because folks think Republicans are good for defense spending. But if you look at the data, the last 4 midterms or 3 midterms, it points to a positive direction for defense regardless.
You've got a buy on most of the names that you follow in this sector. How much of that is related to this, and how much of it is just related to where valuations are right now?
We've seen a pullback in valuation, 25% on multiples when you look at the defense primes. The name I like the most is Boeing. It's because it has an Amazon-esque feature to it, where it's not, $700 billion is a lot of billions, but it's not capped to that $700 billion market, Boeing. It has a commercial aerospace element and a service element.